So this is just a quick video to introduce you to one of my favorite coding apps, the Foos. When we start the Foos, there's a number of different controls here. One of the most important might be that one that turns the music off, all depending on how many Foos players you have in the room at a time. Under the parent guide, you can actually log into an account to use on multiple computers or tablets if you want to follow that as we go. And there's also this link to curriculum, which takes you over to their website, thefoos.com. We'll provide a link for that in the accompanying page for this. We're not going to dig through this curriculum in detail right now, but you can see they have an hour of code curriculum, an hour of code solution guide, and then there's a Foos command full cheat sheet as well as a full curriculum, and the Build an Alligator Challenge. Ooh, that sounds exciting. What's the Build an Alligator Challenge? Ah, okay. This looks super exciting. And then they build an alligator in the video game level builder. Of course. It takes me a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's take a step back to the Foos and look at what we've got in this game. So the Foos, you've got a couple different types of gameplay. First of all, you get rewarded when you come back for visiting it again. And they give you coins, and the coins become important in the economy of the game. I have never been prompted to buy any coins by this game at all. I don't know even if I could, if I wanted to, but I've never needed to, so there's that. You can see I've got three pieces open right now. This first one is the General Coding Studio. This is the classic Foos, where you have coding puzzles that you have to solve, and you have to navigate these characters through their challenges. In this one, the astronaut is trying to get to her dog, so we are going to help her go forward twice, and then we will help her go up once. You can see the helpful little hand there that is tutorialing me through this challenge. And now that I understand the challenge is to help the astronaut get the dog, we're going to reiterate that challenge with a series of more difficult obstacles to overcome. Or maybe we're just going to learn about the repeat loop, because we just keep going forward forever. Now, as the students complete these levels, they have a good time. They enjoy meeting the challenge. They enjoy seeing the character do their little dance, which I understand is called the Foo, at the end of each level. They even get new tools to use with each level. But beyond this, there's also a game building studio. So we have the conventional level building apps. There's also a game building studio where students can actually create their own video game levels. And it starts off with them having to play the levels to really see how the mechanics work. And as they play through the different levels, they actually get more tools, and then they get the opportunities to open up their own level editor. And I'm pretty excited about the potentials of level editors in school, because while I'm just running around a screen right now collecting hearts, avoiding Zambonis and jumping on trampolines, there really is the potential for this level to mean something. I could have designed it with certain principles in mind, certain ideas like push, etc. And I can work with my students to support this level building as a mode of expression. And the students themselves, once they build a level, they want their classmates to play it with them. And what I love is that moment in class where they're all building levels, and then one of them says, "Hey, do you want to play my game?" And that's pretty exciting, because they've taken ownership of the game that they've created, and they've invited their colleagues, in this case their peers, in to kind of play it with them. And that's how we get kids creating together and building things for each other. As a writing teacher, I always struggled with authentic assessments. But if you have the students build a video game level about what we're working on in class, and then they share that level with another student, in many ways, they're creating a text that goes out into the world to interact with it. Now, there are several different modes still available in the Foos. In addition to these levels, which you can see, there are 3 more units. One of them allows you to play the levels other people have built and published. One of them allows you to build and publish your own levels. And there's a third one, which is the store of assets and resources for those levels. So as you complete your coding challenges, you earn your stars and coins, and you can use your stars and coins earned in the coding challenges to get more assets to include in the video games you're building. So students, while they're learning a lot of stuff about computer science, how coding works, planning, and creating digital text other people can interact with, they're being rewarded for their time in the problem-solving area by giving them more tools to work with in the creative area. Overall, it's a phenomenal combination of elements that makes this an app that I can use in a class period in 3 or 4 different ways. So my students and I can work together in different ways, and I don't have to change apps in the middle of it to support those different types of learning. So that's what I find really exciting about the Foos, and I hope you check it out, and we're going to learn more about this together as we move forward.